Howdy, friend. What language am I speaking? Have you ever finished a meeting and then gotten the feedback or the follow up on the tasks that everybody talked about, only to discover that you feel like you were speaking a different language, or they were hearing a different language, or you were on one planet and they were on another planet because everything you attempted to communicate somehow landed somewhere else and not on them or in their brain? It happens, and it happens in just about any situation if we refrain to do from one very important thing. And I'm going to tell you what that very important thing is in just a minute. It's a great communication tool. But first, let's just play this scenario out. So, let's say you are responsible for a business meeting. And for those of you who are pursuing, perhaps you're somebody who's pursuing developing your own business, or you're leading a team. Maybe it's even your family. It really doesn't matter the venue. When you're trying to communicate things that need to be done and in a timely manner or in a state specific manner, one of the things that I've experienced personally tends to happen is I think I'm doing a fantastic job of being really specific, and I've got an outline, and here's the item. Here's a description of how it can be done, and here's the timeline by which it needs to be done. Yay! I smell success from here, right? Just waiting for that successful outcome. Then the follow up happens, and I'll follow up 3 or 4 days later. How are we coming on this? How are we coming on this? And the reaction sometimes will be, I don't remember talking about that. I thought we said we were going to do this. And then I scratch my head and I go, where's the disconnect? What I said this and they heard that, right? So, one of the brilliant tools that good communicators often use is called reflective listening. And it can save your sanity and it can save your team. So it just simply looks like this. When you've communicated something, and it's we have to walk a fine line now because we don't want to sound at all patronizing. We just want to help facilitate really good, clear communication. So it looks like you describing that something needs to happen. So we need to get a calendar of events out by next Wednesday with 5 brand new calendar items on it. Okay. Okay. Instead of just moving on to the next item, you could say to the person you're talking to or the team, hey, so and so, pick a name, Susie. Um, w- what is it that you believe I'm communicating? I think you need a calendar. Yeah, that's it. Yep, absolutely. And did you accurately, clearly hear me indicate how many calendar items need to be on there? I think you said 3. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm glad I checked. I actually said 5. So, looking for 5 new calendar items. And then did you catch the deadline on that? I think you said a week from Wednesday. I actually said next Wednesday. So, again, you want to be so kind and careful that you don't sound patronizing, but you also promise, I promise you, you don't want to waste your time by not going through this exercise because it will cause more frustration for everybody if they thought they were hearing something and they thought they were doing their due diligence and working it all out and doing everything that you wanted on time, only to fall short. And the mutual goal is success, right? We want everybody to be successful. We want them successful. We want the company or the project successful. And we want to feel successful in our ability to lead a team. So, reflective listening is one of the things that can help you with this tremendously. Again, it's just going to be giving an instruction and then going back and having them repeat back to you, reflect back to you what it is that they believe they understood needs to happen and what that timeline looks like. I know somebody who is a coach who often says to his client, he'll say at the end of the conversation, so what's your takeaway today? I think that's a good one too. For conversations that are a little more esoteric and less specific, that's a really good tool. Just what's your takeaway? What's your what are your top 3 takeaways from today's conversation? That's a great way. But if you want something very specific and there's a timeline involved, I promise you, if you incorporate this reflective listening tool, everybody is going to have a chance at hitting that target and being successful because you were clear and now you understand that they are clear on the receiving end of the communication as well. All right. Much love to you. I'm with you in this as always. Cannot wait to see you on the next video.